Well, pleasure seeing you here again. This is the first recording session after recreating my character after being forced to upgrade to Windows 10 and losing my main hard drive, which it's apparently against the rules to back up your character in Dark Souls 3, and you could have gotten banned if I had done so anyway, so... yeah, 300 hours down the toilet, but whatever, you know. I have, as accurately as possible, tried to recreate my character. The most recent stats that I had from my most recent recording are what you see here. For some odd reason, though, my gear, like, no matter what I wear, doesn't seem correct. So, I've just kind of thrown on this. Excuse me. So, yeah. Time to go back and do a couple NPC things, and then we will move forward to the next area. This might be another long-form episode, and I don't know if it's going to fit the usual categorical you get a boss in every other video, but this may be considered a new set of videos anyway, since this is kind of post a while and a crash. Also, when I tried to start recording this, my entire computer crashed, so that was fun. And then all my audio settings weren't working, so I had to refigure out how to encode. So yeah. I might have to rebalance the audio because I had to set it a little bit louder. Anyway, I have a few NPCs to encounter. There is one that you can only encounter if you do not defeat Wolnir, and then there's another one right at the top of these stairs. Thank you to a good friend of mine who I was co-oping with at the time, who happened to be in human form through here for this information, because I wouldn't have encountered him otherwise. I wouldn't have thought that this stretch of like 20 feet would have been important enough for it to warrant an NPC of this caliber. Goodness gracious. As you can see, I may be a little bit rusty. Apologies for that. It doesn't help that even on normal, like on my main character, I was kind of having difficulty with this person because of that. So what you're saying is go full hog and go all aggressive. Oh, but you don't stagger because poise is broken, right. I also finally put on my ability to cast spells. And this gives me quick step. Wow, I do so little damage. I think this was the problem that I would have had the first time through anyway, which is why I went ahead to the bonfire. If I must say, it is pretty nice to be back. And I say back lightly, because I'm not really anywhere near back yet. What are you doing? Ow. That should have been a block for me. Ah, I'm so good at this video game. I've gone through like 6 Estus against an NPC invader. Of course, I do like 20 to 40 a swing on them, but still. Oh, good. Swing! Got him. And make it to the Murakomu. Do I already have the Hazel? Okay, I already have the Hazel stuff. If I didn't do it on video, you get this from killing either the person wearing the Xanthus crown in the forest area, or if you wait long enough and you have no ability to kill them, you kill the grub in Rosaria's bedchamber that is to her left when you walk in, and that is Yellowfinger Hazel. No real known explanation as to why she turns into a grub. I have another NPC to talk to, though. But first, I have a little side quest to take care of. Or at least to attempt to take care of. Now, if you're in body form, and you are in good favor with Cirrus of the Sunless Realms, you'll be able to answer her summon sign here. And you get to meet a good friend of ours from Dark Souls 2. And by good friend, I mean a lot of people don't like him. I liked him. I'm kind of upset that he's being painted as the bad guy. But to each their own, I suppose. To note, since I don't know if I've shown any actual co-op footage on my side yet, since this is considered a co-op, I only have half as many Estus as I would normally have. But yeah, this, oh frame rate, oh baby, no baby, you got me all wrong, baby. There we go. Oh, and Cirrus can die here. I don't know if this counts as a failure in terms of her storyline progress, but there are parts where she can die and it does cause her to lose her quest. Sorry, I'm trying to focus so you're not getting much commentary. My bad. Two can play that game, bitch. What? Missed. No! Oh, thanks. I forgot that I had my not shield out for well, I don't know why. Thinking about buffing this sword. I think most people coming through here are usually a +4-ish. I need to check my level. I think I'm like 36. So I should probably round out to a good 40 and +4. Also, you're out of Estus, so I don't even have to Estus Charm you anymore. What? You ate a Divine Blessing. What a jerk. Cirrus, please. Cirrus, please don't die. Cirrus, you died. I also died. Well, that answers that question. But I'll be right back. Okay, I went and got my sword to +4 and I'm back. Let's try this again. Cat, what do you want? No. I don't believe you. Alright. Much easier the second time around.
Thank you for your kind assistance.
You're welcome.
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
And upon yours. So what that means is now we can go encounter him as an invader in our world. Because time is convoluted. So the area that he invades is this graveyard over here. I think it's supposed to be implying that he has a headsman's axe. Oh, I've just never been over here on this file, I don't think. Sorry. There's slight disparity between my YouTube, like, actual file and this guy that I remade. My bad. Anyway. No! There we go. Please don't hit me. Okay, now you can hit me. I wonder if I can get you to fall off the edge. Because you still hit quite hard. I almost fell off the edge there. That was fun. Run like your life depends on it. He's also wearing a ring which makes him invisible unless he's within 15 feet. Oh, come on! That would have been perfect. Yeah, he has this bad habit of backing himself up to this cliff. Interesting. Now I can stagger him in one hit, but I couldn't before. Probably because I was powered down in her world? Oh god. I need to actually start hitting him though. God, no. That's fine. You only have half as many Estus as I do. Oh, look at that. No, you stupid divine blessing eater. Yeah, there's your poise. Go tell Miyazaki. That poise is still broken. did the bonfire ever do to you? Rest well, Creighton. And if you want his armor, you go back to where you found Sirius's summon sign. Being beaten in multiple realities appears to have been enough to crush his soul enough so that he hollowed out completely. Because here he is again on his own, walking down the only road he has ever known. Like a drifter, he was born to walk alone. But oh, this lag though. This is only good things for this recording session. Luckily, apparently, even that dip still wasn't below 45 frames. This is going to be an interesting session. This is my first time recording on 10, I believe. So. Right. There is a boss here named the Pontiff. We do need to kill it eventually. But I believe that the area that comes after the Pontiff has more grandeur than the area that comes after the dungeon. So I'm going to the dungeon first. This place is pretty obnoxious. There are a few key items that are locked away in special nooks, and there are 2 NPCs that you want to interact with. I will explain as time allows. I probably shouldn't have fallen for that trap. I do it every time. This guy's really excited about something. I think somebody told him it's Taco Tuesday. Well, here's your taco. It's extra spicy. We got these shambling corpse guys, who are the same people that are from the graveyard area. Some of them have dog body things that are made out of maggots in them, some don't. I think more of them do than don't. It's just I usually haven't given them a chance to actually let them get out. Also, there's a new thing here, which is sometimes enemies scream at you, or the corpses that you pick items off of sometimes scream at you. Stop it! Alright. Those guys have 2 different attacks that both reduce your health. Oh, here's a perfect example of the screaming thing. Most people don't even realize that it was that screams at them. They think it's just an NPC or an enemy or something. No, it's just a corpse. Anyway, I believe the thing is, red means that they're trying to tell you to stop. So if you stay still or face away from them, they drain you. And if it's green, you need to run for... I don't remember, honestly. Also, their poker limits Estus recovery. Like, it makes you actually heal for less. And their health dampening that they do basically reduces you all the way down to possibly 1, so that anything that hits you can kill you. So they're a quite difficult enemy, or at least they can be. This guy, I don't really understand his purpose. I think he's just to make you question yourself, because he does not attack you. You cannot lock onto him, but he is the same model as monsters that are downstairs. I think perhaps he's just here to kind of sketch you out a little bit. He's beautiful. Luckily, I know this place like the back of my hand because of how much time I've had to spend in here. So this shouldn't take too long. This might be another screamer. Nope. That is for a shortcut that is right behind the first screamer that I just showed you over there. There's a window that leads down into the giant area. But let's take the scenic route, shall we? Also, you can farm these guys for their daggers. Oh god, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yeah, they also reduce your carrying ability, making you roll fast slower. I'll just probably take the shortcut because I wasn't too attached to those souls. I don't even remember how many I had. Probably somewhere around 6,000. It's no big deal. I can also double back to where the scenic route was. I'm not actually missing any key items by doing this either. The major key items are still further yet in, and so are the NPCs. That is one of the hats that you would be able to get from these people if you grind them long enough. I do want to get one of the daggers off of those things. They're called failed experiment, or failed prisoners, by the way, because they're failed dragon experiments, and I'm guessing it was a slight typo, but they were failed experiments that became prisoners, not because they had broken any laws or anything, but because they wanted to keep them contained. And this is about as close as this land is going to get to a containment area. Oops. So this is where the scenic route leads to. Like, this is the other side of where I was going to be. You smelly little... I'm really happy with the way that crystal lizards work in this game compared to... Like, I tried to replay Dark 1 and 2 recently to try and get a feel for how things used to be. Which I knew how they used to be because I've played them before. But... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. But unfortunately, sometimes your memory can lie to you. This is a phenomenon typically called nostalgia, where basically you're putting on what are colloquially are referred to as rose-tinted glasses and letting yourself remember something as better than it was, because there are a number of different possible reasons as to why, but because reasons, basically. Did I ever even get the item that's in here? I did. Ah, screw you guys. So hard. And you. You poop flinging... Alright, I'll be right back again. I gotta say one thing for sure, though. Despite how I would like to complain about Windows 10, because every time I try and go and praise it, it does something I don't like forcing me to use it. Despite that, this actually seems to run better on it, which is kind of strange. Also, Killer Instinct runs on it at all, which it does not run on anything but 10 and Xbox One, so that's nifty. I'm very, 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 very bad at fighting games, but I still like to play them occasionally. Because, you know, how are you going to get good besides playing? It's interesting that what they're using is basically an imitation of the meat cleaver, which looks almost more like the demon cleaver thing. I forget what it's actually fully called. Demon machete, I think. This is an Estus shard. Also, you can farm these guys with Lloyd's Talismans to get a Symbol of Avarice, which is a thing that deals damage to you, but also gains you increased soul gain and item gain. I'm just going to say screw these guys, because there's a whole bunch of people through that doorway, and you can just drop down here instead. Because all that group of people leads to is over there. Which might actually not be a bad thing, but I'll get to it later. The amount of death and time invested, it's not worth it. There's a shortcut that leads to the front of the starting area here. There? I think. I need to go back and talk to Cirrus again, because since I helped her with her little mission, she's supposed to give me a silver cat ring, which I could use to drop down here and not take nearly as much damage. Since I have the shortcuts going down here, I might as well get the one that lets me... Okay, this is gonna be painful. It's not so bad. Anyway, this lets me go up again when I can come back down anytime that I please, basically. I used to think there was an item there. There's not. There's an item at a different elevator that looks almost exactly like this one. But this unlocks our ability to get to the bonfire. Unfortunately, that shortcut is practically useless as far as I can tell, because all that leads to is the giant and the ability to talk to Siegfried, which you can just talk to him through the bars at his actual door as opposed to the window, which makes significantly more sense to me, at least. Let's sit in here and get our Estus, and then go back to where we were. Go back, go back, go back. Go back to where we were. Go back, go back, go back. Go back to where we were. Go back, go back, go back. Go back to where we were. Go back to where we. Go back to where we. Go back to where we were. We were. And the mimic is still there, but it's empty, so you can basically just sit there and keep farming it if you feel like it. So that's nifty. Right. Now that we've unlocked that shortcut, we can go back and explore that at our leisure. Don't know why they even have this bridge part there, because there's clearly nothing that it could have connected to, unless it was to this bridge, or to that cage. These rats are slightly stronger than normal rats. They usually take about one extra hit on top of what a normal rat would take. Like, I'm scaling it off of the rats that are from the place we were not too long ago. The place with the giant rat that I don't think I actually killed on film, that drops you a ring if you kill it. Most giant animals seem to drop you rings in this. If you kill the giant rat, it drops you a ring. If you kill the giant crabs, apparently they drop you rings. I've never actually murdered all of them. I think I've only murdered one, and it was the one that didn't drop you a ring. You can actually tell by the palette difference here which one's real and which one's fake. This one's real because the shadows are rendered on it. That one's a mimic. If I recall correctly, this isn't even worth anything, and the old Selkie is actually useful. Also, we get attacked by basilisks, so if it wasn't bad enough that you'd be possibly getting mimicked, you're getting possibly petrified by basilisks. so that's fun. Also, this sewage does not appear to be moving at all. Also, there are 2 giant rats here. Hello, giant rats. I believe that's just a soul item laying on the floor. We've got another shortcut to unlock. I can't stop to talk right now. Sorry. Oh, that was really poor timing, but it worked out anyway. This area is a very important area we'll come back to later. But not right now. Goodbye. Oh. Bye. Like this area specifically. Very important. Not coming back to it till way later. But keep that in mind. Oh, it's blood just manifested. And now it's going away. Bye. Interesting. I wonder if that's a glitch. There's also a lightning bolt spell right there. But I want to get this shortcut finished first. So, nameless soldier and shortcut. Also, I did send out Grey Rat. I don't know if I mentioned. Typically, what you're supposed to do is get Sigurd finished with what he was doing in Irithyll, then let Sigurd or let Grey Rat go, then fight a boss. We've yet to fight a boss. We're going to fight a boss relatively soon. I think I did this in the right order. There are multiple key items throughout here. And an NPC. I'll try and get the NPC, but I'll be quick about it. And if it wasn't good enough, there's another mimic on the other side of here. Wrong key. Okay, cool. I'll come back later. That's an important item. I believe that's the coal for this area. I believe this is a soul item. And I've actually had it happen where that gargoyle that's dead ahead right there has tried to attack, and it's jumped straight into the abyss and killed itself. I would like to fight it. I'm not going to fight it right now. Excuse me, sir. You've got a butt that won't quit. Huh, this ladder seems really familiar. I wonder if I knew some sort of ladder merchant. Oh. Yeah. This is the ladder guy. Gilligan? Something like that? Dark Souls 2? I could look it up. Not going to. I have another area to explore real quick. I'm gonna cut this here so that I have the footage saved though.